Today we are going to start with one project of VPC Peering. So this is my console and I am in my home region, Mumbai region. This is nearby to me. Let's start with, let's create VPC first. Create VPC. We are going to select VPC only. So here I'm giving a name, VPC A. And here I'm going to give a value of IPv4 CIDR block value 10.100.0.0/16. Okay, that the rest of the thing as it is. And for VPC 2, I'm going to create with 200 here. This value we will create with 200. Okay, create. Now I'm going to create an internet gateway for this VPC. Create internet gateway. VPC A IGW. This name we are creating. Create. And then now we attaching to the our VPC. Now we have created VPC and internet gateway. Now I'm going on subnets, create subnets, selecting our VPC A and the name VPC A. Subnet public, and we are going to give and IP CIDR value here /24. Okay, create subnet. And now we are going to create a route table and associate with the subnets. And now we're going to give a name VPC A RT means route table, and this is for public, so we're going to give name public and select particular VPC that we have created for this project. Okay, now we're going to add routes. So we have added associate subnet. You can see here. And now we are going to create like public a part of like creating a public subnets, public route table. It's okay, done. And now we're going to create a private subnet. Now I'm going to give a name, ca subnet private. So we're gonna give a next available block 10/info, create it. And now we are gonna create a route table for this subnet. VPC a route table private. We're gonna select VPC, create. And here we don't need a public access, so we are not, we only attach with the private subnet and save it. Now we are gonna uh, go to console and see over here I have like a chart. We are going to create a kind of this kind of a project, VPC peering, and we already created a VPC with this side block. We have already created a public subnet A, public subnet B as well, and attached with route table as well, respective route table. And now we're gonna create EC2 instance inside this. Okay, yeah, here is EC2. Now I'm gonna launch instance. I'm gonna give a name, VPCA, EC2, public. Now I'm gonna select one key pair that I already have. I'm using this one. You can create and select that. Mm, Now in our network setting, we are selecting the VPC which we have created, VPCA, and we also connecting with the subnet public with this EC2, and over here auto assign IP we are gonna enable. Now we are going to create a security group, create security group, and giving a name VPC A SG public, and we're given a description. And here I'm gonna select only my IP, whichever one instance wants to connect with my laptop. Just review this and launch the instance. Okay, we have, like, here we have created first EC2 instance. Now we are going to create a second EC2 instance in a private subnet. See, our first VPC instance is here. Now I'm going to create another instance, launch instance. EC2 private. We are going to select Amazon Linux. Keep here the same one. Here, I'm gonna select the VPC, VPCA, subnet, private, public IP. Oh, is disabled. Now gonna create security group VPC A SG private, source custom, and we are going to select the public IP which we have created. So in that range, endpoint 100 0 0 slash 24, because we want to access this EC2 instance from this subnet range. So that's why we have created selected this security group. Storage as it is, launch. See, our instance is launched. Let's see. Let's see over here. Or both instances are up. Okay, it is going to be running in a short way. So it's also running. Okay, now this setup of for first VPC connection is we have already created with this side block range, and we have also created public subnet, private subnet, and also deploy EC2 for public and private. And now we are going to create this one, this part, like VPC B. We can also select the same range over here, but I don't want to overlap that because it's a totally a different VPC. We can choose the same range as well, but I'm selecting the different cider range here, and now I'm gonna create a VPC. VPC for the for peering purpose. For this VPC to B, let's select VPC, create VPC, VPC only, VPC name, VPC B, B, VPC B. Okay, and now I'm gonna write slash 16. And here, like for this VPC, we no need to connect with the internet, so we are not going to create internet gateway like we have done for the another VPC, VPC1 we have already created. Okay, now we are gonna create subnet, create subnet, select VPC. Which one we have to select? We have to select VPC B and VPC B subnet private, because we are not going to create public one, and we've already selected VPC B, and for cider block 10.2 200 1.0 slash 24 because we have already give this private subnet, so we are going to take the same range but the different cider block. Okay, create subnet. Now I'm going to create a route table for this subnet. Create route table VPC B RT private, select VPC VPC B, create. Now I'm going to add subnet associates, edit subnet VPC B subnet private CO association. Now we are going to create EC2 for this VPC block instance, launch instance, VPCB EC2 private. Key pair VPC2 VPCB subnet VPCP private. Okay, we don't want to assign public IPs, so we are disabling it. Let's configure a security group. VPCB SG private. Okay, yeah, here like we are gonna give SSH or ping from this private EC2 to EC2, this EC2 instance in a VPCB from VPC So we are gonna select here gonna give custom IP address which is of first header block of VPC one, and we are gonna add another one, all ICMP. Why we are using all ICMP? Because we want ping request, so that's why we are selecting this. And now the same IP address 24 stream as SSH, and this is for ping as we are showing in the diagram. Check review and launch. Let's go to the instances. Let's check. We have three instances, one public for VPC A and one private from VPC A, and another one VPC B is for private.